Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to this cricket happening show on a very good day here on Valentine's Day, the 14th of February 2012. And well, what a match we had on Valentine's Day here at the Adelaide Oval, and I'm sure the cricketing fans all over the world would have witnessed a magnificent spectacle at the Adelaide Cricket Ground where India and Sri Lanka actually tied the match in this triangular series, and Sri Lanka for the first time in this Commonwealth Bank series earned their first points as the match ended in a tie. And the person who was involved in that tie was again the Indian captain. The other day we saw Mahendra Singh Dhoni hitting Clint McCabe for a six, but today he was once again involved he was there in the thick of things with India actually making 236, and that was the score which was set by Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka were the ones who actually batted first, and they made 236 in their effort of 50 overs after batting first. In fact, they had 236 for 9 on the board, and India made 236 for 9. So it was identical, that the wickets and the runs were identical, and this was the first ever tie between India and Sri Lanka. So that was it. And as I said, on a Valentine's Day, this was a great spectacle of cricket, especially for the Australian fans here at the Adelaide Cricket Oval. Now, just looking at the match here, let's first look at Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka were the ones who won the toss and elected to bat. In fact, they didn't have a good start actually. Vinay Kumar and Irfan Pathan was playing today. They rested Virendra Sehwag going into the rotation policy, and it was Vinay Kumar. Actually, it was Vinay Kumar who actually gave the breakthrough by luring Taranga into a ball outside the off stump, and Dhoni took the catch, so he was out for a duck. After that, Tilakatne Dilshan was the next to go. Irfan Pathan on his comeback on a ground where he actually made his debut. Actually came in and actually picked up the wicket of the Sri Lankan captain Tilakatne Dilshan, who was gone for 16 with 1-4 and 1-6. He was caught behind the bowling of Irfan Pathan. So Irfan Pathan would have been very happy to get this wicket here. And then Ravichandran Ashwin troubled Sangakkara no end, I would say. And Sangakkara in that particular over, Ashwin actually made Sangakkara make a mistake. Actually, he got him beaten outside the off stump with a ball that bounced, one of the ball which really turned, and then Kumar Sangakkara, probably getting a bit frustrated, wanted to hit Ashwin out of the attack, and he tried to loft him over mid-on, but only succeeded in spooning the ball, and Gambhir took the catch, and he was gone of the bowling of Ashwin for 31 with 2 fours. Chandimal was the highest scorer with 81. He was run out of 118 balls with 1 4 and 6. In fact, 6 fours and 1 6. Dinesh Chandimal, he was the highest scorer. He played very well. He was able to. He mostly relied on the pull shots and the shots through the leg side, like a whipping through the leg side. Mahela Javadne got into some form with 43 of 56 balls with 2 fours. And this was a good partnership. From 79 for 3, when Sangakkara left, Jayawardene and Chandimal farmed the strike, and they took on the score, slowly moving the score to 173. So that was a very good, neat little partnership of 94 runs. Other than that, there was not much to talk about. I thought the Indian bowlers bowled well, especially Ravichandran Ashwin, who wheeled his arm over superbly. 10 overs, 1 maiden, 30 runs and 3 wickets in his bag. And then Vinay Kumar on the top, 10 overs, 1 maiden, 3 for 46. And Irfan Pathan on the comeback also bowled well, 9 overs, 38 runs and 1 wicket. In fact, he was bowling in miserly fashion when he started his first spell. Umesh Yadav went for some runs, 9 overs for 51 runs. Jadeja bowled 10 overs for 58 runs, and Rohit Sharma 2 overs for 10 runs. And well, there was not much, as I said, other than Chandimal, who made 81 and 43 from Jayawardene. Angelo Matthews was run out. A beautiful throw by Mahendra Singh Dhoni, just flicking it back onto the stumps. He was gone for 17. Tisra Pereira made 5, 12 to Kulashekara. Senanayake was not out on 22 in the end of 18 balls with 3 fours, when Sri Lanka closed at 236 for 9 of 50 overs. Looking at the Indian reply, Tendulkar opened with Gambhir, and Tendulkar played some two pleasing drives for fours, but then he was a victim as Kulashekara got him with a beautiful ball. I would say it was one of those balls which could have dismissed Tendulkar because the ball really moved in a shade, and Tendulkar was already committed to the shot, and Sangakkara took the catch, and he was gone for 15 with 2 fours. First wicket to go, 24 for 1, chasing 236. Gambhir and Kohli were in the middle, and Gambhir was looking very, very confident. He was playing, he was getting the singles, he was rotating the strike, he was also playing some, he was strong on both sides of the wicket. Virat Kohli played one pleasing drive, which was, I would say, the shot of the day, because he just merely pushed it and he carried that ball through the covers for 4, and he was the next wicket to go as Pereira had him LBW for 15. Rohit Sharma got himself run out for 15 with 2 fours, but Gautam Gambhir was there for India, and Suresh Raina came in, and Suresh Raina was brilliantly taken by Sangakkara of the bowling of Malinga for 8, and Dhoni joined Gambhir. Now that was the partnership which India had wanted. From 118 for 4 when Raina departed, this was a very, very good partnership, a 60-run partnership, which came in a quick time, I would say, because the way Gambhir and Dhoni were doing, they actually added 60 runs in quick time, and they did a wonderful job, and everything was going well until this happened. When Gambhir, actually Dhoni was the culprit there. Dhoni actually pushed the ball and called Gambhir on for a single. Gambhir responded, but Dhoni probably thought that now the run was not there. He tried to go back, but it was too late, and Dhoni was, in fact, Gambhir was run out because Gambhir had already run to the other end, and the non-striker stumps were taken. So Gambhir very, very unfortunately run out at 91 of 168 balls, of 106 balls with 6 fours. Dhoni was there in the end. He had, and once Gambhir fell, suddenly the innings fell away, even though Dhoni was there at the crease, because India lost. Jadeja was out to Pereira for 3. Ashwin came in and gave some company to Dhoni, but he was a victim when Malinga came in. It was again India were struggling because Malinga came in and picked up the wicket of Ashwin, and Irfan Pathan did a very good job by depositing. In fact, Dhoni also hit a massive 6 of the bowling of Tisra Pereira, and Irfan Pathan hit the best bowler, Angelo Matthews, who has been bowling well, but today was a bit off colour, and one of his full tosses were deposited for a 6, and another run out ensued there, and that was more pressure for India when Pathan left, because after Pathan, and as you know, Malinga had the ball. As you know, Malinga is very good with tailenders, but Dhoni was there at the other end, so that was the very important thing for India. But then, it was the time for Irfan Pathan to get run out. In fact, he was run out for 8 with one. He hit that solitary 6, and then Vinay Kumar came in, and then the pressure started building on India because 9 runs were needed with Lasith Malinga bowling the last over. The first ball, Dhoni took a couple with Vinay Kumar at the other end. Then after that, Dhoni had to take a single, and then again Vinay Kumar came on to strike. He took a single. Then there was a dot ball, and then finally it was only 1 ball left, and Dhoni was on strike with India needing 4 runs for victory, and the ball was outside the off stump from Lasith Malinga, and Dhoni reached for that and really, slashed it hard down the offside, and Senanayake, before he could get to the ball, before the ball could go to the fence, Senanayake had actually pushed the ball into play, but by the time India had eked out 3 runs, and the match ended in a glorious tie here at Adelaide Cricket Oval, with Dhoni remaining not out on 58 with 3 fours and 1 6, and Umesh Yadav was there at the other end, not out on not, because Vinay Kumar was run out in the 50th over. And for India, the bowling figures for Sri Lanka there: Malinga 10 overs, 2 for 53, Kulashekara 1 for 39. But the person who really derailed India's chase was Rangana Hera, who bowled beautifully, 10 overs, 1 maiden, none for 33. Pereira bowled 9 overs, 245, 6 overs for 30 for Senanayake. And well, as I said, on a Valentine's Day, it ended in a glorious tie between India and Sri Lanka, the first ever tie between India and Sri Lanka. But now, very quickly, because I don't have much time, so I'll be just talking in briefly about the New Zealand versus Zimbabwe. Today, actually, Zimbabwe completed their tour of New Zealand, And even though Zimbabwe racked up 200 for 2 of 20 overs with Hamilton Masakadza, because it was a Seton Park in Hamilton that this match was played. It's a very small ground. Sixes rained, as you see. Hamilton Masakadza slammed 62 of 42 balls with 3 4s and 4 6s. Matsi Kaneri made 32 of 19 deliveries with 2 4s and 3 6s. Brendan Taylor contributed 75 unbeaten runs of 43 balls with 6 4s and 3 6s. Chigumbura pasted 29 of 16 balls with 5 4s. And Zimbabwe finished with 200 for 2. But as I said, New Zealand, in the form they are in, even this score proved very, very less for New Zealand, because New Zealand actually won this match with 2 balls to spare by actually making 202 for 5. And what a match it was, because as I said, this score proved 2 less for New Zealand, because the way the batsmen are in form. Again, Rob Nicol was today. Martin Guptill didn't play, the nemesis of Zimbabwe in this particular series. Rob Nicol contributed 56 of 37 balls, 4 4s and 4 6s. Franklin was the man of the match by smashing sixes at will. 5 6s and 3 4s in his knock of 60 of 37 balls. And then there was some pressure as Kane Williamson came in. The young bloke came in and actually finished off the match in grand style by hitting Shingari Masakadza for 20 runs of just 5 deliveries with 3 4s and 1 6, and finished off the match in great style, because if you see, they required 20 runs for the last over, and all the 20 runs were scored by Kane Williamson, this talented youngster who actually hit Shingarai Masakadza, who bowled just 4 deliveries. And Kane Williamson caned 20 runs of just 5 balls, 3 4s and 1 6, and the victory was for New Zealand. And New Zealand have won all the matches they played against Zimbabwe here, the test matches, the one-day internationals. Total domination here. New Zealand beat Zimbabwe by 5 wickets. This last match of this the 2020 actually ending the New Zealand-Zimbabwe series. And Zimbabwe touring overseas after quite a long time had a very stiff examination. And I would say they couldn't really withstand the test there. And they need to do much better in their future overseas tours if they are to really give themselves a real chance of winning anything. But other than that, I thought it was a great series. New Zealand totally dominated the series. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the Cricket Happening show for today. I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you.